Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in. And let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
Hello. God bless you. And thank you so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. I am your host, Jafora Fox, and I am so excited on tonight, as I am every Thursday. Have an amazing guest on tonight, Kalinda Preston, who is a dynamic entrepreneur. So I am so excited and looking forward for you all to hear from her on tonight. And I am here, as I just said, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am here through Facebook Live. So hello to all of my Facebook Live viewers, as well as YouTube and Live Manna Worldwide. And if you would like to schedule a free consultation, you can go to my website at www.jaforafox.com and click on the link that says free consultation, and I will be glad to speak with you. I love helping others be great. So reach out to me for your free consultation. And calling all entrepreneurs, if you would like to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show, you can go to my website as well. Click on Be a Guest, and I will receive that registration information, upload your picture, and I am so excited and honored to have you as a guest on the Jafora Fox Show. So calling all entrepreneurs, it is free. So go submit your registration form. And if you would, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Jafora Fox Show. Click on that red subscribe button and then click the bell so that you will receive the notifications letting me know. It'll let you know that the Jafora Fox Show is on every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then thank you so much for sharing. So on tonight, if you would please share, because sharing is caring. And if you put shared in the comments, letting me know that you have shared, so that you will be able to have your name put in the drawing for some amazing products tonight that I guess Kalinda has. So put shared in the comments, shared. And thank you so much in advance for you sharing. And if you would like to ask a question, put your questions in the comments, or you can come on the show live. And that information is on the screen also. So thank you so much to each and every one of you all for being a part and being here viewing the Jafora Fox Show. It is greatly appreciated. And if you would like to get in contact with me, that's my email information, my office number, and the website again. So hello. Hey, say hello. Let me know that you are here. I am so excited. God bless you. Hi, Tracy. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Latanya. Hello. Thank you so much, Latanya, for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. If you would please share. It is greatly appreciated. And Latanya is watching from YouTube. So thank you, Latanya. Thank you, Tracy, for sharing. God bless you. Thank you. And so to each and every one of you all, I thank you all in advance again for joining in and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show, where I absolutely love providing business strategies as well as spotlighting entrepreneurs. I mean, you are able to receive some valuable information for free. And so you want to make sure that you tune in. So tune in, say hello, and let me know that you're here. So I'm going to bring out the guest for tonight, Kalinda Preston. So hello, Kalinda.
Hello, good evening. Good evening. And you can call me KP. Let's make it easy.
Okay, KP is in the house. You all on tonight as the guest. And KP is doing some amazing things. And she is going to get into that a little later with letting us know about all of those amazing things that she is doing. And what I love about KP is that she doesn't mind sharing, you all. She's always sharing the information because she, as well as I, we love to see others be great. And I love that about KP, just sharing. She will provide you with the information. And, definitely can't take that for granted or lightly because a lot of people don't want to share. But her heart is always to share. It's always to share. So I thank you so much for all that you do and always sharing. Always sharing. So thank you so much for your willingness to always share. And so tonight I'm going to go over you all some valuable information about what is called the SAMS. It's called SAMS, which is the abbreviation for the System Award Management, which it's so important and key that you set your business up after you have incorporated it, after you have your EIN number and your Dun & Bradstreet number, that you register your business with SAM. And so with registering your business, it is free. Well, it's absolutely free to register your business. And so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the purpose of the SAM, which is the System Award Management, the purpose of that, because definitely we want to do things that it's a purpose for you registering your business and you taking the time to do that. It's free. Remember, I said it's free. And we do like those things that are free. Your EIN number is free. Your Dun & Bradstreet number, which is also referred to as your D&B number, is free, which is good to have those things that you can help with your business that are free, which that means you have to do your part as well, your due diligence in setting that up, going through the process, reading through those steps to get your business set up properly. And so the purpose of the SAM is, as I said, the SAM, System Award Management, is a web-based government-wide application that collects, validates, stores, and disseminates business information about the federal government's trading partners in support of the contract awards, grants, and electronic payment processes. And so in order for you to be able to obtain those grants and things, you have to be registered with this particular system. So you have to be registered, and it is free for you to go through that process. So a system for award management, the SAM registration, is the first step to securing government contracts and for nonprofits to receive grants. And if you want to do business with the federal government and gain access to billions of dollars of spending, registered with the SAM is required. So you have to register your business with SAMs to do that. I mean, it's free. So registering with the system for award management is required. That, as I just said, it is a required step in order for your organization. It's required. And the SAM registration is valid for 1 year from the date the registration is complete and must be renewed before 60 days of expiration to avoid potential penalties. And so it's 1 year. You register, and you have to remember, just like you have to register again your annual incorporation papers, you have to do this the same way. You got to go in and renew this as well. So, and later I'll explain the free registration process. But at this time, I'm just going to say hello to some others who have joined us. And thank you all so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. It is greatly appreciated. So God bless you all, and thank you. I'm going to bring on my guest, Well, as she is here, so I'm going to let you know just a little bit about her. She is going to definitely share all of those things in just a moment, but she's a single parent, a mompreneur, a motivator, an innovator residing in the south suburbs of Chicago. And she is known in the community as an advocate, a serial entrepreneur, and a leader that cares about the well-being of others. Her corporate career led her to the path of facility operations manager, project and program manager, and she's definitely utilizing all of those skills in her business because she has several businesses, which is she has the Undiscovered, that's the graphic design, as well as the Urbanized Move. She helps with stocks. She helps with so many things, you all. So I'm going to let KP talk to you all about that now. So KP, tell us a bit about yourself.
So first of all, thank you again for hosting me on this show. It's definitely an honor and a privilege. So I really appreciate you thinking about me. So yeah, I call myself a mompreneur because I have my hand on a lot of different hats, and that has just been my dynamic, the dynamic of my life growing up. So I know you've heard of Du Bois's Talented 10th, and I am a person that actually grew up in an atmosphere where I had several different mentors growing up. I didn't even know that I was being mentored growing up, but as a kid, my first job was for an attorney. I've worked on the side of many different leaders and organizations. My cousin was the CEO and founder of the Black United Fund. So being introduced into that world was an amazing thing. Being able to work for Black on Black Love's nonprofit organization, I learned how to write grants. I learned how to interface with individuals on so many different levels. And then just always having that heart and that instillment of wanting to make wealth and wanting to be bigger than where I am and have my family have a name behind themselves is something that I've always pursued. So just me in a nutshell, creative. I'm an artist. I used to do a lot of different shows. I've painted and had canvas board art showings and things like that for different hospitals. I've won some awards, played the piano. I've modeled for Elite. So I've done a lot of different things, but they've always have been centered around creativity. They've always been centered around art. They've always been centered around helping other people. So that's just the whole onus behind who I am as a person.
Awesome and amazing. Just doing so many amazing things. I just think it's great how you've taken all of those skills and talents and things that you have, and you're always giving back to helping others, which is service. Service is the most important thing that I believe we can do in life, is to give back to others. All of those gifts and talents that God has given to you, that you don't hold them for yourself, that you're always in the place of giving and sharing those talents with others. So just absolutely, again, just you're so amazing. I just love it. And tell us about your business, the Divine Intervention Properties.
So that, Divine Intervention Properties, or AKA DIP, is a new business that I formed with my business partner, Michael. And, real estate, creativity, design, customer service, having that serving personality, that is something that I've always been involved in. I've completed multi-million-dollar build outs in downtown Chicago. I know program management, I know interior design. So coming up with a business that would encompass all of the skills that I've developed over the past 10, 15 years led us to Divine Intervention Properties, which is an Airbnb business formed out here in the south suburbs of Chicago. So that's DIP in a quick nutshell.
Awesome. And then what? How did you come up with that? What did you choose? Divine Intervention Properties, that name, the divine. I love that word.
You know what? I think so. We did an exercise where we just came up with all of these different names, and this one right here in particular, really embodied why we started doing business together, what our goals are. So when you think about a business, you think about holistically where you are and where you want to be in the future. And when you think about where you are and the connection, we felt like our connection was divine. The intervention properties came into into play because we want to build, economically sufficient properties in the future. So we want to do things that will help others have affordable housing and, something that is a specific standard that we would not mind staying in. So that's where the whole divine intervention properties came into mind.
Oh, again, awesome. Love it, love it, love it. With all of the things that you have going on, tell us how you started this entrepreneur journey. What made you leave being that project manager and then moving into being an entrepreneur?
So I'm still a project manager.
Right, but not for someone else.
I've always been an entrepreneur since I was a kid. I was always trying to make some money. They used to tease me like, you miss money bags. You always doing something. You always working and trying to figure out something to make some sort of money. So I've always had that instilled in me. Financial freedom and flexibility is the main reason why I really pushed more towards owning businesses. So I have these different talents and I have these different skills. Why get paid a salary when I can build my own salary and build my own wealth and, build my own legacy using my skills and talents in my own business. So that was the entire reason why I moved towards being an entrepreneur. Now, I'm still in corporate America. I'm slowly winding myself out of it. I'm still in corporate America, though. I'm still decommissioning and running properties, so that's there. But again, I used everything that I've went through. I've used all of the different jobs that I've had. I've used all of the different introductions and different talents that I was in, that was put a place upon my life as learning experiences. And learning experiences mold you to build brands and mold you to have the foresight to develop something much larger. And then, on top of that, actually having the gumption and actually having the will to initiate something, that has to be instilled in you. But everything that I've done and everything that I continue to do leads up to the point of owning multiple businesses.
That's definitely good. And I think that's good for others to hear, too, as well, that you can do both as you are doing. And eventually, we'll move into another dimension, but you can have your corporate America and running your businesses as well and juggling, all of that to make it happen. You're a prime example of doing that. So it just works different for others. Some people do both. Some people just are solely entrepreneurs. And I think that's great how you are able to manage all of the things that you are doing. And so tell us the strategies that you use to keep striving during the pandemic with so many businesses that have closed and so many things, and you just continue to invent yourself with, you added that divine, intervention properties, in during a pandemic time, and it is absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home here in Homewood, Illinois. So, what are the strategies that you use to just continue to keep moving forward and striving?
So I am very transparent. It's definitely a very challenging thing to do. It's still challenging, but you have to learn how to pivot. And so for me, my body product business, I was able to pivot because I was selling my product all online. And then I have a graphics business that I still run, but how I pivoted was I designed multiple types of designs, threw them on Etsy, and now I don't even have to interface with customers. They just go and download and purchase. So being able to come up with multiple streams of income without having to do the work, you start off building something, you build a platform, but then you allow that platform to work for you. So, and as far as work is concerned, I've been in the facility operations game for a long time. So I put in my work. I've done my due diligence. I've done the days, the 40 and 50 hour work weeks, which now has afforded me the ability to, do my job in my sleep. So when you have flexibility and you have agility, you're able to still maintain a corporate job, but then also, you got to have willpower. And for me, my corporate job is funding my dreams, but then also me knowing I'm not going to work at this job for the rest of my life. They can't afford me. So I have to do something to, keep moving business forward. So, there's lots of sleepless nights. There's, times where, I get up 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, do some work, go downtown in the office, do things with the kids, then get them in the bed, and then I go back to work. So it's definitely not easy. It's definitely, I definitely have lost a lot of sleep. It's definitely been challenging, but at the end of the day, I know where I want to be. I know where I should be. And if I need to get there, if I want to be a part of that top 5%, I'm gonna have to do what the rest of the 95% aren't doing. And that's just work my butt off.
Definitely you putting in the work. You said some amazing things, like pivoting and then making it work for you. So having your things and products online, that's why I tell a lot of clients, with having products and selling things, to create a website so that while you're sleeping, while you're doing it can be working and making money by itself, because people are just going online. You don't have to be face to face with them. They can just order the products that you have online. So if you are the type of entrepreneur that has products, have a website so that they can just go right to your website and be able to purchase the products that you have. And the other thing you talked about was willpower. You definitely have to have willpower, and really in everything that you do, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're at a career, at a corporate job, you're going back to school, anything, working out, anything that you're really, really wanting to do and succeed, you definitely have to utilize willpower as part of the thing to help you be able to press forward. Because when putting in the work, it's not going to drop out the sky. You have to put in the work to make it happen. And that is absolutely awesome that you are the example of what it looks like and what will happen when you put in the work, to make it happen. So definitely, you're amazing. So kudos to you for doing all of the things that you are doing. So I'm going to say hello to others who have joined in. So hello, Stephanie. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. If you would please like, share, and tag others in the Facebook Live. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're here, that you've shared. So thank you. Hello, my hubby, Deacon Fox. Thank you so much for being a part and joining tonight with Jafora Fox Show. Thank you all so much. And someone saying here that, that's awesome, that what you're doing, definitely great. And so here Stephanie says you definitely focus in your zone. So absolutely, that's a great word, Stephanie, is being focused. We have to stay focused in what it is that we're trying to do. And thank you so much, Stephanie, for sharing. Definitely appreciate you all for taking the time to share. So share, like, and tag others in the Facebook Live. You can also share from YouTube. And I do greatly appreciate you all for taking the time to do that and to tune in every Thursday to watch the Jafora Fox Show. And so, as I always say, I greatly appreciate it. I just can't thank you all enough for that. And so now I'm going to just talk about the other part, as I said, to register with SAM, which is the System Award Management, as I said before, and how to register. How do you do that? You want to go to their website. That's www.sam.gov. That's how you would first start out. As I said in the beginning, it is free for you to register your business. No matter what state that you live in, you should register your business with the Systems Award Management, because there's so many government and federal contracts out there that you possibly can obtain with being registered. But you have to do your part and register. Due diligence is always, their information is out there. There's a number when you go to their website. If you have additional questions, you can call them and ask them. So always do your part. Always do your part. This is just basic information that I'm providing for you to actually complete the registration form. If you have any additional questions, you want to reach out to them. So you want to go to the sam.gov. And the two things that I mentioned before that you must have is your DUNS number. And once you have incorporated your business, if you don't have this number, it is free. Their website is the www.dnb.com, and it's free. They do have a service where you can pay for it, but I encourage you and to let you know that you can do this get that DUNS number for free. So no need of spending money for something that you can obtain for free, just waiting the time. They said it could take up to 30 days for you to receive it. And so it could be sooner. So wait that time, so you can save that money to put that towards something else. And you're able to create and get that DUNS number for free. And then the taxpayer identification number, that is your EIN number. That number is free also. After you have incorporated your business, you want to apply for that EIN number at the irs.gov. So free, 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 and we definitely like free. So that is free for you to obtain. So you have those two things first. And then how long does it take to register with SAM? And generally they're saying after completing the online registration, and you do have to send in your notarized letter confirming that you are the entity's administrator. It takes up to 2 weeks to register with SAM. Then 1 business day for updates made in SAM to be reflected in grants.gov. And so that time frame, sometime, I know for some clients that I've worked with, if here in the Chicagoland area, like when they put out grant and funding and things, the system, it just can take a longer time. So take that time as well. Don't wait till you're ready to apply for a grant. Already be in the system so that the processing time that you need won't hold you up from obtaining a grant. So go ahead and get registered for the sam.gov. And then you can begin to take a look at the things that they have on the website for the different grants that they have. And here are some reasons that you want to start to have that SAM registration. As I've already discussed, in being your business in a private sector, wanting to do business with the federal government, even if you're a nonprofit and need to have an active SAM registration for grant applications. And then you are a local or state government entity, agency, school, university, and receive federal assistance. You need to be registered with the SAM, the System Award Management. It is referred to as SAM. And then you want to go to the grants.gov. You want to register there as well. And once you receive those 1 business day for updates made in SAM to be reflected in the grants.gov. So after that is reflected there, then you want to make sure that you are registered with the grants.gov. So all of these things, register your business. That's free. Register, because as I always tell clients, you don't want to be getting ready. You want to be ready. So when something comes available, you are already ready to obtain the monies and the funds and things that they have out there. So you want to be ready. So if you're an entrepreneur, you have incorporated your business, you want to make sure that you go to SAM, the System Award Management, if you have all of the other things that I've talked about, and register your business with the SAM as well as grants.gov. And if you have any questions or anything about this, please feel free to reach out to me. Do your free consultation. I'll be glad to, talk to you about it, give you more information about it. But just want to make sure that you do your part and your due diligence for that. So again, thank you so much, Stephanie. Yep, you shared. Thank you. I appreciate that. And good evening to you, Grammy. Thank you, my mother-in-law. Thank you. I appreciate you being a part of the Jafora Fox Show and joining in. And then thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Have amazing prize on tonight as well. So, KP talked about her Airbnb that she has, you all. Here in the Chicagoland area, it is absolutely amazing, you all. And for the ones who have shared, if you do win the drawing, she's offering on tonight, you all, as a gift, a 50% off for a 2-night stay as a gift. So if you're in the Chicagoland area or you could travel to the Chicagoland area, stay in this beautiful, you all. Homewood is a beautiful community. I'm not too far from Homewood as well. And you can stay 50% off, you all, a 2-night stay as a gift. I'm telling you all, her heart is always wanting to give back to others. That's what she's so amazing. I just love that about KP in doing that. So make sure you're sharing, let others know, tag, share, let them know that you can actually be a part of winning again for 50% off to stay in this beautiful Airbnb. So thank you, KP, for offering that. And with all of those things that we talked about, how do you balance your business endeavors, your family, taking time to self-care? How do you do all of that?
I have no idea. And people always ask me all the time, how do I do all of the different things that I do? And I just, every day is a different day. And again, being an artist and being a creative person, but I use both sides of the brain. I thrive on managing multiple things. So, and I thrive on having a daily change. So, and I think that's why I have excelled in the facilities role, because every day there's something different happening. So again, understanding I need to be at Z and I'm at, A, B, or P, or whatever I am on the alphabet scale. I just keep going every day, doing something that will get me closer to my goals. And then I look at things systematically, and I always look at things at the end so that I know how to track backwards. So everything that I'm building, everything that I'm doing is all centered around the same thing. And it's, financial literacy, building wealth and abundance through real estate, educating and sharing knowledge with other people so that I'm building those relationships and giving back to the community. So every time I give something, every time I do something, it has to be in line and synergy with those principles right there. I just was sworn in the last Tuesday with the mayor, with the city of Homewood. So again, everything that I'm doing is, encompassing and building those relationships. So now working for the city and doing things for the city will, again, expand my network. It will allow me to have a greater reach, and then to, assist and develop other things from other entities or learn. And then another thing, I am not that person that's too old to learn something. I can learn from a kid. So being that sponge, I'm always developing and redeveloping skills and learning a different way of managing something. So those are things that I definitely keep and hold to the chest. And education, higher education. I've done some scale higher and higher, some scale programs, some higher scaling programs and things like that with the SBA and the WBDC. I've made partnerships with individuals from those organizations so that I'm always in the loop and I can always train. I'm always reading. I'm constantly researching. So those are important. School doesn't stop. It's just what you're learning is what changes, is what you're choosing to feed into your system is what helps you to grow. And just, I'm listening to some of the things you even shared, Jafora, like SAM.gov. I was abreast to that. There's organizations that help you with that process. A DUNS number. And a lot of people are like, what's a DMB number? A DUNS number allows you to build your PAYDEX score. Your PAYDEX score is better than a FICO score because it allows you to get access to capital, buy properties and things like that in your business name, in your business entity. So again, getting things away from my social, getting things away from me and putting things in an estate or building wealth and creating wealth under different businesses is how the wealthy people continue to stay wealthy. So understanding where I want to be and staying focused on where I want to be, even when things get tough, that's how I just keep going.
Absolutely. That is so true. That is so true. So true. And as you talked about it, I share and have shared here on the Jafora Fox Show about, your business credit versus your personal credit and putting all those things together. And so begin to work on those things so that you can put yourself in a place. It's not something that happens overnight. So this is not a, microwave process. You have to build the process of that, but do something to make that happen, and then begin to connect with others who can provide you with that information, who don't mind sharing the information, helping you to be able to grow, helping you be able to learn, and you gain that wealth for yourself as well. It is so many opportunities out there for entrepreneurs, and as you have stated, it's not easy, but what is easy that's worth having. You got to put in the work. And that's, as you talked about, that willpower word that you use, and then being able to pivot. And, as you multitasking to do all of those things, you just have to continue to put in the work to make it happen. Do your due diligence, even though someone is going to provide you with the information. Do your part too as well, to research and look over, and then make sure you pass it on to someone else. Make sure you're helping to pull someone else together. And I love your honesty with saying you're not sure how. Probably most of us are not sure how we kind of keep it all together. Definitely with the help of the Lord. I can say for me, my faith is very, very strong, and it's very important to me, and God gives the strength to do what, needs to be done. And you're definitely doing an amazing job with that. And so with the pandemic and all of the things that we've all, have faced, just been over a year or so now with the COVID-19, what are some of the challenges that you faced, as an entrepreneur?
The main challenge is that in-person connectivity. So I always made sure that I was at a networking event, and you lose a lot of continuity when you are doing things through technology. So understanding how to still build a relationship and communicate and meet new people without actually being in front of them, that's a main challenge. And then also not being able to get in front of people and sell your product. So that's a different challenge in itself. So I would say that for me was the challenge. And I think for a lot of other people, not being able to have that face-to-face communication. And then another challenge for me is when the school is shut down. So my kiddos couldn't go to school. And, again, as a single mom, we look for our schools to kind of be that backbone for us so that we can get other things done. So going from a normal school year to e-learning, that was a challenge in itself. I would tell you that was a challenge in itself. So I'm thankful that things are opening up and getting better, and I hope that things continue prayerfully to get better. But those were my main challenges.
And definitely I can understand how, for me as well, the face-to-face, I'm thinking like, okay, that's, what I do with helping, customer clients or whatever for transformational coaching, business strategies, and helping with business credit and all of those things. We're used to meeting people face-to-face, setting up, having that face-to-face interaction. And then, of course, all of a sudden things were like, okay, you have to switch to virtual and Zoom and doing all the things the other way. And so you just have to be adapt. You have to adjust. You have to make the necessary adjustments to make it happen, and then to talk about the schools. Of course, I don't have any children, but I did have my grandbabies for 1 week when their school started, and they were virtual. And I could only imagine that 1 week that I had to do it. I was like, there is no possible way. It was really, really tough. And at that time, it was just the beginning of everything. And so I'm hoping that for parents that it maybe got easier for some and did not. But I definitely experienced it for 1 week and could understand how challenging, that could be on parents and the students and, the teachers and just for everyone. And so it's definitely not business as usual. Definitely not business as usual. So just all of the great things that you're doing and sharing and knowing about the challenges that you face, I think it's just going to be helpful because, others can see that you made it past, you made it through with getting that done and, still continuing to press. And that's what it is. It's just still continuing to press and to move forward. And with that, and talking about it as the amazing Airbnb that you have, what suggestions would you give to another entrepreneur that would want to start their Airbnb? What's some tips and suggestions you can provide?
So do your research. There's so much. YouTube University has so much information on there that that provides you with step-by-step playbooks on how to, start an Airbnb, manage it, and keep it moving forward. But then also having an Airbnb is a skill. So, a lot of people try to jump into things that they don't have the customer service or they don't have the skill set to manage. You have to manage people. So you have to have a passion for that when you're getting into Airbnb business. So understanding if you have the passion is the first thing that you need to have. And then that creativity factor needs to be there. How do you make your location better? How do you make sure that it's clean? How do you make sure that people feel comfortable and at home? What are you providing for them so that they have a great experience? Those are all things that you have to really, really want and really enjoy doing. And then people are going to ask you questions. They're going to send you messages all throughout the night. So this is not a business that you need to get into if you don't want a phone call at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, because you have to, again, be available, be ready, and then, be happy about it. Be enthusiastic about your responses to your customers, because your customers are really, they're grading, they're judging your brand, and your brand is you. So if something is off, the offness is not your business. The offness is yourself. So understanding that. For me personally, we went ahead and purchased our property. There is opportunities where people go and they lease a property, and I think that they call it rental arbitrage or something like that, and they get a master lease, and then they Airbnb a rental. Those are things that you can do probably better in a different state. I know Chicago is really frowning upon that. Chicago has a lot of different restrictions that they are putting into place. So for me personally, purchasing was the best thing for our business and the business model that in our approach. But again, making sure you have a passion, making sure you have the knowledge, and then you got to have funding. It's expensive. So that 20% down, especially in a market like this, you got to have that 20% down. You have to have money for rehab. You have to have money to furnish the location. And our specific goal, our specific model is more on the upscale field. We want people to feel like they're going to a 5-star hotel. So, we did not skimp out on our spending. So having those things, and then also providing amenities. Our Airbnb has a hot tub. We have a grill. We have lawn furniture. We provide like shampoo and body wash and conditioner. We provide little gifts. We provide, detergent. We provide our little garbage can bags and things like that. So you can wash your clothes there. It's a 2-bedroom. We have nice fresh linen. We have Wi-Fi. Alexa controls our AC and our lights. We have the smart TVs. So we made sure we equipped this place and we built the model behind something that we would want to live in ourselves. So, having a passion and then having a love for what you do. So it was a lot of love and it was a lot of passion put into building this Airbnb, and it shows and the energy shows. So that's important. And then the upkeep and maintenance, making sure that you are going to put to the side the time and the upkeep and maintenance on keeping your property clean and sanitized. Like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So what extra steps are you willing to take to sanitize your location? We have UV lighting. We let our places, we would do a minimum of 2 days because we don't want people just in and out of our place. We make sure that we air it out and we let the fresh wind and air come into the place for an entire day. We Lysol everything down and we bleach everything down. And we sanitize every single thing, from the doorknobs to the walls to the headboards. So I'm OCD when it comes to making sure a house is clean. So I make sure that property is something that I would want to stay in. And, again, that all comes with passion. And then it all stems from my background: real estate management, managing cleaning companies, managing office services, managing employees, managing executives. Having that skill set, honing it in and building this brand is how and why I chose to get into the Airbnb business.
Definitely passion, creativity, you named, just clean and comfortable, being excited about it. It's definitely not something that someone just wants to just start to do, because it is, as you have addressed, a lot of things that come into play with that. Because your last thing you said, you want to make sure that it's something that you would want to live or, stay in, and I definitely know that when we go when I go, I want all of that sanitized and clean, and especially more so now with COVID and those things that are going around. We have to take those extra measures and precautions, and you want your customers, guests, to have a great experience in the stay there. And you all, I'm going to put the information back up, and I want you all to go to the Airbnb website and just put in Homewood and take a look at the property. It is absolutely beautiful. What KP is saying is that they did put the love into it, and you can absolutely see that, throughout the pictures, throughout the creativity, the decor, through all of that. So someone who wins that on tonight to have that 50% off for 2 nights to come stay, that's a place to go to get away. Take a trip to Illinois. If you don't live here in the area and you've shared, or if you do live here and you win, if you're in the Chicagoland area, come out to Homewood and take a couple of days to refresh and get in the hot tub and just to chill and just to relax. So definitely the 50% off gift is an absolute blessing tonight for someone who shared to be able to win that. So with some of the other products that you do have as well, talk about your other business.
So Succulent is my natural body product line. And I really developed this company with my cousin and another friend because we had family members that were suffering from eczeema and psoriasis. So, they were using Eucerin, and they were getting steroids, and they were getting products from the store that all had preservatives in it. So the products weren't working. So I personally have always lived that lifestyle of trying to do things more naturally and organically. So it was just like, let me make you some stuff for your skin. Let me clear your skin up for you naturally. Here, this is for the family. And it went from just being something as a hobby for family members to a business. A friend of mine was like, you're always making this stuff and you're giving it away. Why don't you just start selling it? And, we kind of took off from there. Succulent, we were in the mall, we were at different locations, and people really gravitated towards it. And the more fulfilling statements and the more fulfilling moments happen when you're at a vendor event, and then 2 weeks down the line somebody calls you like, oh my gosh, I met you a couple of weeks ago and I had this bruise and I put your body product on it and my bruise went away, or my hair is growing, or my skin has evened out, or my skin, I can see the youth coming back into it, or my wrinkles are going away. So the testimonies, the power is in the testimonies, the power is in somebody sharing the product line and the business with someone else. So that's Succulent Products in itself. All natural, handmade. This is not a black label product. And what I mean by that, or a private label product, I'm not, getting somebody else's stuff and slapping my label on. It's handmade in my mixer at home with organic, natural products. So, the slogan is from life for life. And that's exactly what Succulent is.
Definitely great, you all. So you'll also have an opportunity, if you don't win the B&B part, to have some Succulent products more you've shared on tonight. So if you have not shared the Facebook Live, please go ahead and share so that, and put shared in the comments so that you can get your name put in the drawing for tonight to win some amazing products that KP has. I just think it's absolutely amazing. Again, just to hear your story, to know you, just a journey to just watch and the things that you're doing, the stocks that you're doing. But you all, I just can't say this enough. If you are become a friend of her page, you'll see how much information she shares, how much information she gives out. She truly wants to see you win and have that information because it's there. So it may not be something that you may need, but if you don't, pass it on to someone else. So go and to Facebook, and I'll put up her Facebook information now, and then request her as a friend so that you can see she's also into stocks and things like that. If you know someone that is into doing stocks, so you can pass that information on to them, and they can become a friend, and they can see that, because we have to share. Having all of these things is not for you to keep for yourself. It is for you to share with others. And the stock, the page for that is 6 foot 6 figures. So you want to make sure that you go to the Facebook page 6 foot 6 figures, and I'm going to also put that on the screen for the 6 foot 6 figures so that you can have that and share that with others. And I mean, I see all of the information that she is just providing to others. And I just know that doing this, a lot of times people don't share the information. They keep it to themselves. They're thinking that if they tell you that they're not going to be able to shine themselves, but she definitely does not mind sharing that with you. So it's 6 foot 6 figures on Facebook. You can request that group as well so that you can be a part of that and share that information with someone else. If you don't do stocks, it's someone that you may know that do stocks. So just if you would, if there's any last minute things, KP, that you want to share with others, you know, about being an entrepreneur and just, you know, providing some other tips and things.
Absolutely. So, you know, take a few moments in your life and recognize what your talent is. And if you don't know what your talent is, you know, get with somebody that does recognize your talent, because everybody has something that they do that they're great at. I don't care if it's talking, if you're a loud talker or you like making people laugh, you know, maybe hosting or motivational speaking is something that you should get into. 6 foot 6 figures, join a group. We have about 3,000 people in that group. And it's not just about the stock market. We talk about grants. We talk about financial literacy. We talk about power and working together. We talk about the importance of bartership. We, you know, every now and then I'll do like a little motivational pep talk. Right now, there's a group of us doing this 30-day business fast where every Monday at 6 a.m. we get on a call and we just talk about where we see our business going or what we want in life. And then on Fridays, we do a recap of what we did for the week to kind of get to where we need to go. So there's so many things that we're sharing. There's so many things that we are doing. And, you know, I'm just so thankful that I have the heart to really want to give back. You know, a lot of people, like you said, Jafora, several times, a lot of people don't share. And that's because they have the fear complex. They have the fear complex of, if I give something too much information, or if I tell somebody that I made money this way, or if I do this, then they're going to take from me. And we have to get to a point where we understand that wealth and abundance is energy. The more positive energy you put out there, the more you give to other people, the more you're going to receive it back. I will tell you, throughout my whole entire career, I've made more money and I've received more money doing less work. And you always hear the old saying, the higher up you get into a company, the higher you up you get into doing anything, you do less work. And what I mean by that is you start to move towards things that you have a passion for. You start doing things that you really enjoy doing. And when you start doing things that you really enjoy doing, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like, you know, life. And, you know, life is giving. Life is abundance. And when you understand that life is giving, life is abundance, you start moving towards what I would like to say is your calling. And for me, I know I am at a point in my life where I know I have a calling. I can look at a person and tell you what you should be doing just by watching you. I look at people and I can really feel their hearts. I can look at a person and tell if they're not good for you also. But I've always had the gift of being able to work with somebody, encounter somebody, look at what their talent is, and then tell them how to start a brand, how to start a business, how to make money. And once you understand that, it's easy. It's so easy. You know, I have products on Etsy. You can put a service on Etsy. There is so many things that you can do right now. And it's just really having that faith and that belief in yourself. Once you have that faith and belief that you can be whatever you want and you can have whatever you want, it becomes easy. I think what's challenging is the world. Once we get from having that weight put on us, you know, once we get out of that atmosphere or that climate of, you know, this world is just too much, or, you know, once we get out of that mindset of, you know, I got to go hang out with this person right here, or I have to do this, and get into the mindset of, let me work on myself. Let me build this brand. Let me share this knowledge right here. Let me be more thoughtful. Let me be more giving. That's when things start flowing your way. Like you got to remove those blockages. and I tell, my friends that let me tell you, when I go anywhere in life, I'm on vacation. I'm at home. I'm always working. And when I say working from a sense, I observe things and I think about, okay, how can I improve this situation? Like I was in Puerto Rico, for example, for my birthday. And there, if you purchase if you have a business in Puerto Rico and somebody resides in Puerto Rico for 6 months out of a year, you have little to no taxes that you have to pay, period. So going out of town and figuring out and finding out information like that while I'm out of town and figuring out how can I apply that knowledge into my business. And it doesn't even have to be right now, but now it's on my repertoire. It's something that I can build towards. And your vision is only as expansive as your mind. So if you're not out here looking and seeking knowledge and working towards, being a better you, you're always going to stay in a hood. You're always going to stay in a 4-block radius. You're always going to stay at, a 9 to 5. And I'm not knocking people that want a 9 to 5, but if you are somebody that's saying, I want wealth, I want abundance, I want to be greater than where I am, I want to change the world, then you have to start changing your mindset. You have to start getting out there. You got to start networking. You got to start sharing because people watch you. I've had so many people inbox me, millionaires, people, I just want to help you or thank you. I appreciate what you're doing. Keep showing up and sharing. And that's just because that's energy. I'm giving energy. I'm sharing with people. I'm being transparent. Look, I will tell you I'm having a bad day. I've had several bad days. I'm going to tell you about the good days because when you're transparent about who you are, then people are less likely to not try to, be that or move toward a goal when they know, okay, this person's successful, but this person right here is a single parent mom. I have a child with autism. I have multiple responsibilities. In January of this year, my salary was cut in half. And I think I made more money with a part-time job than I was working full-time. I'm not going to say I think I did. So again, being expansive, sharing, being true to you, who you are, not letting people change you. So if you have a good heart, I don't care how many bumps in the road that you have, don't change who you are, because that's eventually what you're pouring out is going to be poured back into you, and it's going to come back into you so fast and so abundantly, everything else would be a blur. So stay focused, stay positive, stay prayed up, and believe in yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely awesome. And thank you so much for sharing that. I just think it's absolutely amazing to share with others, to be able to hear the journey from others. And you said so many great things. And just one of the best, I think, is giving. You have to give back. And continue to be kind and don't allow anyone to take you out of who you are, regardless of how someone else may react. You don't have to act. You don't have to react to what is being given to you, and just creating, just having an encouraging, having a nice and be kind, showing. I definitely agree. The Bible says you reap what you sow. And if you sow goodness, you shall reap goodness. And if you're sowing bad seeds, you're going to continue to receive bad seeds, and you're going to continue to always have stuff going on in your life that does not fully come together. You live with, I believe, with great peace, and peace, you can't buy it. No matter what you do and how you do what you do, you can't buy peace. And some of those things that are just really, really good, that I think is peace. I love being peaceful, and I don't let anyone come into my space to create that, to take that peace away from me. You can still be in my space if you are, but you won't be able to take away my peace. And just the other nuggets that you gave, just having a positive mindset. You have to think positive about things. You can't always be thinking negative. things happen. Life happens to us all, and we have to put those things in the right perspective. So thank you so much on tonight, KP, for sharing all of those great nuggets. Again, I'm just so honored and excited to have you as a guest, to know you, to be connected to you. And I'm just so thankful for you just being able to provide this information to others, you all, just having a heart to continue to be able to give, just having a good heart. So if you have not yet shared, we're going to go ahead and do the actual drawing for tonight. So always excited about, again, giving away. I do it every week, giving. And you best believe that God is going to give it back to me. That's just how it is. It's just, you reap, as I said, you reap what you sow. But not only that, to give, but I love giving. I love being able to help others, and I love seeing others be great. It doesn't take anything away from me to help someone else be great. So as someone said here, Stephanie, the lifelong skills are definitely a blessing. That was so awesome and encouraging. And then thank you for that. So thank you, KP, for all of the amazing things that you have shared on tonight. And then thank you all so much for sharing, you all. So we're going to get started. I have 4 names I have here for the drawing for tonight. So you'll just be in a place to win something amazing on tonight. So whoever missed, you missed a great night on tonight. Definitely, as someone has said here, great information. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for joining and being a part. If you would please like, share, and tag. So if you've come in later, share, because I've always said sharing is caring. Put shared in the comments so that your name can go into the drawing for this great prize. So I'm going to go ahead now. It's the drawing. So if you've shared and you haven't let me know, I'm sorry. You have to catch it next week. So I'm going to share and we'll have fun. I love doing the Wheel of Names. So give me just a minute, Phyllis. I see. Thank you, Phyllis, for sharing on tonight. Awesome. So I'll go ahead and add your name, Phyllis, to the drawing. So again, you all, thank you so much for being a part of the Jafora Fox Show, watching every week. It is absolutely, I'm so thankful and grateful. I'm just so excited every Thursday, every day. I'm just thankful to God. I'm just so thankful every time we have an opportunity that God has, we're awake, that we're alive, that we should live in a different place and have a different mindset than we have lived before. So I'm going to get ready here is our Wheel of Names for tonight to see who, and we're going to do first, I'm going to do should you want to do first, I should say, we'll do the 50% off for the gift for the Airbnb. So if you are a winner for this Airbnb, now listen, you have to make sure that you plan to come to the Chicagoland area. So we want to make sure that it is used because it is a 50% off the Airbnb. It is reasonable, you all. It is very reasonable for you to do, to be able to afford to have the 2-night stay with the Airbnb. So I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing for that. So let's see what we have. Oh, congratulations, Latanya, congratulations. You are the winner for the Airbnb. So travel, Latanya. You and your friends can come and take some time to spend in the Chicagoland area, Latanya. So, and I'll definitely be glad we can hang out, Latanya. So you are the winner. Congratulations to you, Latanya. And I will be in contact with you. So this is for some products from, was it
Succulent,
the business Succulent. So Phyllis, congratulations. Thank you. You'll receive some products from Succulent, from their great products that KP has put together. So, and I will be in contact with you. So congratulations to you. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, Stephanie, congratulations. Congratulations to you. Congratulations, Stephanie, for being a winner. I will be in contact with you for your prize. So that's it for tonight, you all, for our drawing, for our wheel of names for tonight. So God bless you all, and congratulations to all of the winners on tonight. Thank you all so much again for watching, sharing. So you all have an amazing night. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Continue to pray, continue to show love, continue to give, and continue to have an amazing heart. So congratulations again to everyone. God bless you. And again, KP, thank you. Absolutely. I appreciate you for being a part and joining in and being a guest, and all of the information that you provided to all of the guests in the audience that listening now, but that will go back on the replay, that will be able to have this powerful information. And just before we close, I did need to ask you for your Facebook information. So if you would do your contact information.
Sure. Okay, so Facebook. So on Facebook, my name is KR Preston, and I'll just send it to you also. But KR is just capital K, capital R, and then Preston, Preston. And I think you have it up here, Divine Intervention Properties. So KR Preston is my Facebook name. And then 6 for 6 Figures if you want to join the financial literacy group. And then if you want to learn more about succulent products, I am on Facebook as well with succulent products. And then last but not least, Dip Rentals. You can look at the Airbnb on Dip Rentals. And there's some video footage on there. There's some little reels on there. So you can really see what the ambiance is with Dip Rentals.
Definitely a beautiful, beautiful ambiance. So again, thank you so much for being a part. So the Divine Intervention Properties, just an amazing property, amazing Airbnb. So you did a fantastic job with that. So just so excited for you and all of the endeavors and all of the things that you're doing, and that everything that you give out, that God will continue to bless you and your family 100-fold for your kindness and all of the stuff that you do and you're continuing to do. So God bless you all. God bless you. Thank you all so much again on tonight. And God bless. Have an amazing night and good night.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business, and let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together, just keep your eyes on God. Jafora Fox, let's talk business, and let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together, just keep your eyes on God.